The #1 skill to learn in Warzone is learning how to fight outnumbered, and that's why in today's video I'm going to be going over several tips and tricks to help you learn how to fight outnumbered and get more kills along the way. But make sure you only try to implement 1 or 2 of these tips at a time to your gameplay. Don't try to implement them all at once because you're going to get confused and it's not going to work out. So feel free to come back to the video if needed to get more tips once you've mastered those. Now, if you like my content, make sure you drop a sub, comment what your favorite part of the video was, and if it helped you out, because without people like you, I would not be sitting at 1,000 subs right now. So with that being said, let's jump right in. The first thing we're going to be talking about, because it's the first thing you do, is going to be your landing spot. You should land the same spot every single game or where you're most comfortable at, because that's going to give you a huge advantage. Me, I land control every single game because I'm most comfortable there. I know there's going to be a lot of people there, which is going to allow me to get a lot of kills in early game. I know where all the loot and cash is at. Now, you don't necessarily have to land a hot spot like control, prison, or headquarters to get high kills. You can land like stronghold, factory, dock, harbor, and industries and still get high kill games. So when I'm landing here at control and I see this loot cache, I know it's either going to give me a gun and some cash, or it's going to give me a gun, cash, and UAV. So whenever I get a gun and plates and cash, I am going to go ahead and loot up a little bit more to get a few more plates in case I take damage. So whenever I'm comfortable with my guns after taking this one last loot crate, I'm going to push into control. Since I have decent guns, I'm able to take on this 1v1, win it. And now this is going to give me a little bit of more cash. But instead of acting on the minimap pings, I'm going to go up to the buy station and buy my SMG early. You should be doing this when fighting outnumbered, because this is going to give you a huge advantage against your enemies, because you have your loadout gun, you're comfortable with it, and you're not using some random floor loot. Now, the Bell 46 isn't necessarily meta, just what I was using because a viewer challenged me to use it. Now, make sure when you are fighting outnumbered in solo duos or solo trios or solo squads that you're using meta guns. So make sure you always buy your SMG early and are landing the same spot every single game. The best tip for fighting outnumbered, in my opinion, is to look at your minimap. So when I look at my minimap here, I see this dude is flying in. How to tell if someone is above you is there's going to be an arrow above the dot on the minimap. How to tell if they're below you is there's going to be an arrow below the dot on your minimap. And how to tell if they're on your level is there's not going to be an arrow on that dot whatsoever. How to tell if someone's pushing you is that they're going to be getting closer on the minimap. How to tell if they're running away or getting farther is when that dot is getting farther away. Now, when to look at your minimap is after every single kill, when you have a UAV or put a radar up, or when you hear shooting. Doing that is going to give you a huge advantage because it's free walls. Now, whenever I hear this dude's feet hit the ground, I'm going to go ahead and anticipate outside. He's not there, so I see that red smoke, and I hit him with a live ping, and I'm able to get that kill. So make sure you're always checking your minimap when you possibly can. Easily one of the best tips when fighting outnumbered is taking a different angle or repositioning. This means after you get a down or thirst on an enemy, you're immediately going to a different spot to get another thirst or another down. So after I get this enemy killed, I'm not going to stay downstairs and try to take on other enemies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push up to rooftop and third party this gunfight. But when I third party this gunfight and I'm getting this down right here, see me get this down, I'm not going to stand out there and put myself in a bad situation. I'm going to go inside this room and use this wall as cover to break his line of sight and get this kill on the enemy. Then I'm immediately pushing outside because I heard someone. Now I'm going to pre-aim this and wait for him to push, but he's not pushing. So whenever I'm reloaded, I get reloaded, all that. This dude lands on me. Fatal mistake. He ends up going down for it because he just tried to land on someone with a pistol. So make sure you're always repositioning and always taking different angles when you're trying to fight outnumbered. A big tip for getting first shot off is the center. So notice that when I'm going around these corners, I'm not looking at the floor or looking up in the air. I'm looking in the center of my screen from chest head level. Look again. Boom. So in case someone's there, I can get first shot off. This will allow you to win a lot more gunfights, especially when fighting outnumbered. Turns out whenever I clear this corner, someone here, I get first shot off, chest head level, and I'm able to get that kill. So make sure if you want to learn how to fight outnumbered and get more kills that you do this. I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. Even though I dropped 25 kills, I die 3 times, and this is one of the times I die. Now, instead of taking a different angle or repositioning, I left my back exposed and took on 2 enemies at once. But no worries, this gives me a chance to talk about another tip. This tip is called regaining. Like your landing spot, you want to have a few spots picked out that you're most comfortable at after you die. Me, I have the shack, prison showers, and the tunnel near the shack picked out for my regain spots. Now, regaining is like when you die, where you land to get guns, money, a kill, and all that stuff. Now, think of it this way. you're 1 kill away from getting loadout guns from that person, or from getting better guns, getting cash, getting plates, or getting your loadout. So that gets you back in your flow state. Get a kill, get a mini-map ping, get more money, get a kill, get a mini-map ping, get more money. So when I land here, I see these 2 crates, and this is going to give me guns, which I can eventually go kill people with to get their guns, which are better, and then give me mini-map pings to go third-party more enemies and get better guns and get more money, which gets me back into that flow state. So always be thinking of this when fighting outnumbered, and always have regain spots picked out.
My Ram 9 and Wasp 9 video, you will see how horribly edited that was, no commentary or nothing. But now you look at my newer videos, it's like, they're blowing up.
A huge tip for not wasting time and to get back on pace is to not wander. This means, like, once you get decent guns and or cash or your loadout, is to go push gunfights instead of just standing around looting. Me, I don't have decent guns yet, so I'm gonna go use my money to go get myself my SMG, and this is gonna allow me to push gunfights immediately. So doing this will allow you to get back on pace. So even though I said I died 3 times but still dropped 25 kills, I was able to regain and not wander, so I could get back on pace and push gunfights again and get 25 kills. So make sure you're always doing this if you want to fight outnumbered and get more kills. A big tip for when fighting outnumbered and to survive more is called breaking the lines of sight. So once I get this kill, I'm taking tons of damage. So I need to break the line of sight out the door. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the door behind me to avoid taking more damage. So when I go around this corner, they can no longer see me. So that means I've broken their line of sight. They don't know if I'm going to re-challenge, camp it, or go prone around the corner. But since I'm low plates, not an option. So once again, I've broken the line of sight again. They don't know where I'm at. But now I'm plating up. I see 2 enemies in this room. Instead of backing off or repositioning, I challenge 2 of them at once because I felt like I needed to. It was a mistake, like I said. Died 3 times, still dropped 25. But let's go ahead and get our regain on and make sure you break lines of sight when you're getting chased. A tip to take less damage in gunfights and get more kills, especially when fighting outnumbered, is a head glitch. So right here, I'm shooting at this dude. But notice how, like, only my head is being exposed, like how I'm tucked behind a loadout. Loadouts, stairways, and AC units are great head glitches because those only show the top of your head, and that's the only way I'm able to get this kill here because I was using a head glitch. I had him cracked before he could even react to me, so that's how I was able to get that kill and take no damage. So make sure you use head glitches when fighting outnumbered or taking 1v1s because they're very important.
I'm gonna go to prison.
A huge tip to get more kills when fighting outnumbered is to take 1v1s or easy gunfights. So when I get that kill, look at my mini-map and see there's only 1 enemy inside of HQ. This means I can challenge him with momentum since it's a 1v1. I don't gotta be worried about the 2nd or the 3rd or the 4th enemy coming at me. Now, you should always take 1v1s anytime. Like, anytime you get the chance, take a 1v1 because if you are confident in your aim, you're confident in your movement, then you're probably 100% going to win it. Unless they get first shot off, but you can bail yourself out with your movement, right? So this dude had no idea I was here, so I'm able to get this team wop because his teammate was at living quarters and he got PA'd. So make sure you're always taking 1v1s and easy gunfights. A huge tip for any Warzone player, fighting outnumbered or not, is to buy UAVs and portable radars. A UAV is $6,000. It covers the entire map with mini-map pings. It gives you 1 mini-map ping every 3 seconds for 30 seconds. So that's a total of 10 mini-map pings. A portable radar is $2,000, 1/3 the price of a UAV. Gives you 1 mini-map ping every 2 seconds for 30 seconds, but covers a smaller distance of the map. So with this information, I'm going to go push these 2 enemies at living quarters. Since I have to play positioning, since it is 2, I get the first knock without taking any damage. Then I push up on the second one and accidentally dolphin dive because I run a setting called hybrid. You hit L3 and then R3, you're going to dolphin dive. So make sure if you run dolphin dive, be careful when slide canceling, but always pop UAVs and portable radars when you have a chance.
Why do we land on someone?
Sometimes you're forced to take a gunfight you don't like, fighting outnumbered or not. So whenever this dude starts beaming me and I try plating up, I can't make a run for it because he's watching me. So the way the saying goes, if you're 3 plates down, you have to break someone's camera. If you're 2 plates down, you have to make a move. 1 plate down, simple movements. Right here, I was 3 plates down. Broke his camera by sliding under his vision, and then I jumped to the right to break his camera again, and I ended up getting that kill. So make sure that if you have to take a gunfight, you're using movement to break someone's camera so that they can't see you when shooting at you.
Like, no, I made those thumbnails, but it would say AI generated. And I paid for CapCut Pro. Like, I was using CapCut Pro with that. And I just
The tip I'm about to give you is what allows pros to get so many kills when fighting outnumbered. What you want to do is you want to get a knock from long range without taking damage or very little damage. This gives me two things. For one, it takes that enemy out of the gunfight. For two, it gives me mini-map pings. So when I get this thirst, I do get those mini-map pings, and I'm able to push up on this second enemy and be able to like kind of kill him whenever I come around this corner because I know exactly where he's at. So make sure you do this if you want to take less damage and get more kills when fighting outnumbered.
Because I paid for that crap. Stupid little can't finish that sentence. Yeah, what Zadok said.
This tip's so important, I have to say it twice. Like I said about buying UAVs and portable radars when fighting outnumbered, buying portable radars when you don't got enough for UAVs is very important. So I'm going to buy 2 portable radars there since I didn't want to wander around, try to find $2,000. Now, if you do got $5,000, it's okay to kind of loot around a bit for the extra $1,000 to get UAV. But since I only had $4 grand, I'm going to go ahead and get 2 portable radars. Since there was no one near me, I'm going to go to prison rooftop and then throw this down. Now, if I had stood around wandering around everywhere, then these people on top rooftop would probably not be here right now. So make sure that if you got $4,000 or below, you buy a portable radar.
Active. Buy station prices are adjusted.
What the freak, brother?
A huge tip, I mean a huge tip when fighting outnumbered is backing off gunfights when you don't feel confident in them. So right here, I don't feel comfortable with this gunfight, so I'm going to go ahead and back off. Now, I am guilty of not backing off gunfights when I should, because I've told my chat this. So if you get the slightest gut feeling like, hey, I should back off this, listen to that. Act like it is a life or death situation, because it technically is. Because if you die, then it's going to be very hard to regain. So anytime you need to back off a gunfight, make sure you back off of it immediately.
Resurgence window is ending. Watch your 6.
A big tip for getting more kills in Warzone, so third-party gunfights. So when I hear shooting, look at my mini-map, and after I see that ping, and it was just shooting ping, that means there's most likely 2 teams or multiple enemies over there. So I'm going to go third-party this. Now, when you third-party, do it carefully. I'm trying to get an opening knock from distance, but I end up taking damage, so I have to back off. Now, once I get plated up, I re-engage, since I'm still kind of third-partying it, and I am able to get this knock here, which gives me mini-map pings and kind of a fighting chance to get more kills. So make sure if you're going to third-party enemies, do it carefully and play off your positioning.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Adjusting prices. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Oh yeah, I ended up dying 4 times and still won the game with 25 kills. That just goes to show how good of a player I am when fighting outnumbered and how good at regaining I am. So make sure you follow these tips if you want to improve at Warzone, because I promise you, you will improve.
Bro, the Veil does feel very nice. Like, if you want to play around with a gun, it's sweet.
Once respawn disables, that's when in-game happens. That means that you should be playing your positioning more than anything. Like, you should not be YYing around people, trying to push people like a sweat. You should be playing your positioning, trying to pick people off from a distance. Now, how to tell if you got good positioning in in-game is you want to be in zone with cover on high ground. So, say I'm on top factory, and that's in zone, and someone's on HQ out of zone. Even though they have kind of higher ground over me, while I have high ground in zone, my high ground outweighs their high ground. But you also want to have cover in case you get shot at, you can duck behind cover. So make sure that once you're fighting outnumbered, or in any game in Warzone if you want to win, that you sit back, play your positioning off of high ground. Because this is one of the best tips for once respawn disables.
Because I gotta get thumbnails and a title done tonight, and then I gotta edit the video tomorrow. It'll probably take me 3 hours to do. Bro, how long do you spend editing camps? You spend 2 minutes editing, Zadok? Bruh, I spend 2 hours editing. Well, 3 hours. Editing, I feel like, so the thumbnail and title are like 25-50% of your video. Then you got your hook, which is the first, whatever. If you can't hook the viewer within the first, yeah, that's a reasonable amount. If you can't hook the viewer within the first few seconds of the video, then your video is useless. Then, so thumbnail, title, 25, 30, around 30%. Yeah, we're actually kind of cooked.
There's an increased payout for this job. Be sure to collect.
Yeah, your hook is the main part of the intro.
You've got gas moving in.
I don't know how I'm gonna clutch up a 1v3.
An enemy squad is tracking your location.
Yeah, I watch your videos, I laugh because the memes.
Marking target location.
Yeah, Cam, just a minute, I'm trying to lock in. Oh, crap.
Enemy precision airstrike.
Since we are about to clutch up this epic 25 kill dub, I want to go ahead and encourage y'all to subscribe. But just remember, if my content ain't top notch edited or thumbnails ain't top notch like the big time creators, just remember I am a 15-year-old editing on a PS5 in his bedroom, which I am going to be saving up for a laptop, so my videos and thumbnails will be better. Now, without you all, I would not have been able to hit 1,000 subs, and this has been a dream of mine since I was 8 years old. So I'm trying to become the biggest Warzone content creator there is. So with that being said, I hope you subscribe and comment what your favorite part of the video was, and let's get right back into the gameplay.
You missed that PA, old son.